Hello my dear students, in today's video we are concerned with the one more flip-flop, that is age triggered JK flip-flop. Right now there is no need to know about what is meaning of age triggered. Let's continue with the JK flip-flop. This is the arrangement circuit diagram or circuit arrangement for the JK flip-flop, where first gate having inputs are J, clock and feedback from the Q of N bar. With concern to this flip-flop, the inputs are K, clock as well as feedback path comes from the Q of N. Okay, the same for the second gate, the feedback is Q of N bar and another input is from the output of the first gate. Okay, and for the same this gate, the one input is Q of N, that is non-complement output, and another input is the output of the second gate. In this way, this is circuit arrangement for the JK flip-flops. This is a logic symbol in which this is a positive edge triggered, because before this arrow there is no bubble is inserted. So this is a logic symbol of the JK flip-flops. Okay, then let's start with this state diagram. We have to explain this state diagram and we have to represent which state is present at the next state, where Q of N is a present state and Q of N plus 1 is the next state. So we have to analyze this state table with the help of this circuit diagram. So that for the first condition, the condition is that J is equal to 0 and K is equal to 0. When J is equal to 0, K is equal to 0, what will be output for the next state? Q of N plus 1. Therefore we have to assume Q of N bar. Let's assume Q of N bar is equal to 0. Definitely if the complement output is 0, then non-complement output will be 1. Okay, so let's find out Q of N plus 1 is equal to, for this J is equal to 0, K is equal to 0, this clock is 1, this clock is 1. Okay, if any one input to this NAND gate is 0, then output will be 1. Okay, in the similar fashion we can say that if any one input to this NAND gate is 0, then output is also 1. So we cannot predict output of this gate as well as output of this gate, because we only know the value of one input, that is logic 1. We don't know the value of this input. So consider this input value is Q of N. So 1 into Q of N bar in its whole bar. Okay, we are assuming Q of N bar is equal to 0, so 1 into 0 and its whole bar. As per our definition, if any 1 is multiplied with 0, then value is 0 and its bar becomes 1. Okay, if you observe carefully, Q of N plus 1 is nothing but next state and Q of N is nothing but the present state. So Q of N plus 1 is follows to the Q of N. You can say whatever the present state input output is similar to the next state output. Okay, let's consider one more value of Q of N bar. Right now we are assuming Q of N bar is equal to 0. If this Q of N bar is equal to 0, definitely Q of N will be 0. Okay, so let's see what happens with the Q of N plus 1. If Q of N bar is 1, this will becomes here. So right now 0, 1 into 1, anything becomes 0, then output will be 1. Okay, in the similar way, what is the value of Q of N? It will be 0. So 0, 1 into 1 becomes 1. So both the outputs are 1. So we have to assume this value. Okay, what is the value of this? This is a 1. 1 into 1 becomes 0. So this will be equation like this: 1 into Qn bar and its whole bar. What is value of Q of N? The Q of N is 1 into 1 and its whole bar. 1 into 1 becomes 1 and its bar becomes 0. Okay, so once again, if you observe, whatever the present state output will be similar to the next state outputs. So in this condition only, if present state output is 0, then next state output is also 0. If present state output is 1, next state output is also 1. So next state output is follows to the present state output, so it is called as no change condition of the flip-flops. but we are only considering for this state only. We are considering only present state value with concern to next state value, but for remaining condition there is no dependency of the next state value on the present state value. So we are going to considering don't care conditions for the q of n. So don't care condition either 0 or either 1. For each and every combination it will be also 0 or 1, it is also 0 or 1. Okay, so concern with the second case. What is the second case? J is equal to 0 and k is equal to 1. When j is equal to 0, k is equal to 1, we have to again apply here j is equal to 0 and k is equal to 1. Okay, for that let's find out the output value. Here something is 0 becomes output is also 1. Okay, so find out q of n plus 1. Q of n plus 1 is equal to 1 into, this is the q of n bar and its whole bar. Okay, so from this we cannot predict the output value, so take complement output of the next state. It will be q of n plus 1 and its bar is equal to, this will be comes here q of n into 1 output will be q of n bar okay, and this is nothing but q of n. So q of n plus 1 is nothing but q of n bar into q of n and its whole bar. Okay, so for this we know that a into a bar becomes 0 and its bar, so it will be 1. Okay, if the complement value is 1, definitely no need to say what is the non-complement output, obviously 0. So this is the analysis way of for the second combinations. So at any condition the output will be of next state will be 0. In this way, in this j is equal to 0 and k is equal to 1, the flip-flop is in the reset condition. And third one, j is equal to 1 and k is equal to 0. Right now this value is 1 and this value is 0. Okay, then in which way we have to justify this? 0, if any input to NAND gate is 0, then output will be 1. Okay, so for this one we have to analyze this value 1 into 1, then this is nothing but qn. Okay, so qn bar into 1 is and its whole bars becomes q of n plus 1 is nothing is equal to the, this is the q of n into q of n bar and its whole bar, because this is given here, this is the value of q of n into 1 and its whole bar is nothing but q of n bar. So this value is comes here q of n bar. So we have to find out q of n plus 1. So q of n bar into q of n bar and its double bar, it becomes q of n. So this output of this gate is q of n into q of n bar. So this will be produces this value. So a into a bar and its whole bar, a into a bar becomes 0 and 0 bar becomes 1. So at j is equal to 1, k is equal to 0, the next state output is always 1, and this condition of flip-flop is called as set condition of the flip-flops. Then we have to study very important characteristics of the JK flip-flop is j is equal to 1, k is equal to 1. Let's continue with the fourth case, that is j is equal to 1 and k is equal to 1. Basically this condition of the JK flip-flop is also considered as a toggle condition or toggling condition of the JK flip-flop, and this condition is plays very important role when we are going to study a counterpart in that asynchronous counters are only works on the principle of the toggling conditions. So it is very important to know about the meaning of toggling conditions. So let's start with some assumptions. We are assuming that Q of n bar is equal to 1. If Q of n bar is equal to 1, definitely Q of n will be 0. Okay, because if the present state complement output will be 1, definitely present state non-complement output will be 0. So let's once again I will point out what is meaning of toggling condition. If the present state output is a 0, then next state output will be 1. If present state output will be 1, the next state output will be 0. This is called as a toggling condition of the flip-flops. So let's continue with this one. For this we are going to study what is the value of G1. Okay, for this toggling condition we are getting here, this is also 1. Okay, this is also 1. No doubt this clock is 1, this clock is 1. So we have to study the third input. What is the Q of n bar? Here Q of n bar as per our assumptions is 1. So 1 into 1 into 1, the output will be 0. Okay, so for this condition, the 1 into 1, what is the Q of n? 0. Anything becomes 0, the output will be 1. So if this is 0, definitely Q of n plus 1, that is, I will write first G of 1 is value is 0 and G of 2 is value is 1. Okay, then what will be Q of n plus 1? This is the Q of output of Q of n plus 1. If any one input to this gate is 0, definitely output will be 1. So this will be 1. Okay, then what is the complement output? Q of n plus 1. If this is a 1 and this complement output will be 0. Here if you observe carefully, what is the present state output? Q of n is equal to 0. What is the next state output? Q of n plus 1 is equal to 1. So this is in which the present state output, when we are going to apply the clock, it is going to be changed from 0 to 1. This is called as a toggling condition. Let's assume that Q of n bar right now for the 0 and definitely Q of n will be 1. So find out the values for the respective gates. Right now no change, J is equal to 1 and K is equal to also 1. Okay, and this K is equal to 1, clock is 1. That's why we have to trace out the feedback path. Here J is 1, K is equal to clock is also 1. Right now Q of n is 0, so this 0 comes here. So anything is 0, then output will be 1. Okay, here what is value of Q of n? This value is 1, so this is 1. 1 into this clock is also 1. What will be output? It will be 0. Okay, without no need to analysis. Here G of 1 is given as 1, this value, and G of 2 is value is 0. From this point we easily find out the complement output of the next state. Okay, what is the complement? If any one input to NAND gate is 0, then output will be 1. If this is a 1, definitely Q of n, that is next state non-complement output will be 0. Here if you observe once again, what is the Q of n is 1 and what is the Q of n plus 1 is 0. Whenever we apply the clock pulses, then the present state and next state value are differs with each other. In this way, the Q of n plus 1 is always follows to the present state complement output. So this condition is called as a toggling condition of the flip-flop, and this is represented as when Q of n is 0, definitely Q of n plus 1 is 1, and when q of n is 1, the q of n plus 1 is 0. This condition is called as a toggle condition of the flip-flops. This will be happens only in the JK flip-flop as well as T flip-flops. Okay, I hope so you understand the basic circuit diagram, logic symbol of the JK flip-flop. This very important state table. In this state table, a toggling condition is very important, and these are the conditions, and this is the last condition of the toggling condition of the JK flip-flops. I hope so you little bit understand a working operation of the JK flip-flops. Let's start with the another flip-flop which is also toggling characteristics. This flip-flop is called as T flip-flops. If you observe carefully, what is the similarity between the T flip-flop and JK flip-flop? Here in this JK flip-flop there are two inputs which are J and K. In the T flip-flop, the same input, that is T input, is appears at the first gate as well as second gate. So same gate, same input is applied to first gate as well as second gate. Instead of here K, we apply same input to this second NAND gate. Okay, and clock is obviously present here. Here Qn bar both for the G1 as well as this gate. Here one is clock, one is T, and another is a output of the, that is feedback from the Q of N, which is not going to be changed as like JK flip-flops. Okay, so that there is no difficulty to build this T flip-flops. Okay, then this is the logic symbol of the JK flip-flops, where T is connected between common between the J and K, and we have to we have to analyze this state table according to this diagram. This state table, which is also called as characteristics table, the first condition is that when T is equal to 0, when T is equal to 0, this is also 0. No need to go through what will be output of the first and second NAND gate. This is also 1 and this is also 1. Okay, but right now we have to know about the feedback value of these two remaining NAND gates, because we cannot know the second value of the input. So assume Q of N bar is equal to 0. If this will be 0, definitely non-complement output Q of N will be 1. So let's see what happens. Q of N plus 1 is equal to, for this output we know one value is 1, another is Q of N and its whole bar. What is the value of 1? Q of N bar is 0, put here, and its whole bar. 0 into something becomes 0 and its bar becomes 1. Okay, so this value is 1. Assume for another condition Q of N bar is 1 and Q of N will be 0. Okay, we are going to assume, predict some output values. So what will be Q of N plus 1? This will be 0, this will be 0, output will be 1 of first and second NAND gate. Right now, what is the value of Q of N bar? Right, for this condition, 1 into 1 and its whole bar. 1 into 1 becomes 1 and its bar becomes 0. So Q of N plus 1 is equal to 0. So in the both conditions, next state output is follows to present state output, so that Q of N plus 1 is equal to Q of N. So this will be 0 and this is also 1. So this is called as a no change condition of the flip-flop. Okay, very important, that is second condition, when T is equal to 1, because this refers as a toggling condition of the flip-flop. So we are going to assume for this concerned case Q of N bar will be 1 and if q of n bar is equal to 1, definitely what will be q of n? It will be 0. So let's find out the output. This will be 1. If this is the 1, this is also 1. Okay, 1, this clock is 1, this is also 1. 1 into 1, so we have to know about third value of third input, which is comes from the q of n bar, and for this 1 into 1 we have to find out the value of q of n. So we have to know about this feedback path which are comes from the q of n. So we are going to assume q of n bar is equal to 1, q of n is equal to obviously 0. In this way, what will be output of g of 1? That is first gate output. This is 1, so this is 1. 1 into 1 into 1 becomes 0. Due to this path, output is 1, 0. For this, what is the value of q of n? Is 0. So this is a 0. 0 into 1 into 1, it is going to be 1. Okay, if any input to NAND gate is 0, if any one input to NAND gate is 0, definitely let's first I will write g1 is equal to 0 and g2 is equal to 1. Okay, so q of n plus 1 from this gate, what is the value of input? Is 0. If any one input to NAND gate is 0, then output q of n plus 1 is a 1. So q of n plus 1 bar is also 0. Here, what is the value of q of n? Is 0, and what is the next value of q of n plus 1? Is 1. So when we apply clock pulses, that is positive ST or negative ST, the output is going to be changed. It will be first 0, then it will be 1. So this is called as a toggling condition. Let's assume one more value. Q of n bar right now 0 and q of n will be 1. Okay, then what will be output of g1 and g2? Okay, this is 0, so this will becomes here. Okay, this is a 1, this is a 1 into 0. 1 into 1 into 0 becomes 0, and 0's complement becomes 1. Okay, then next, what is the q of n? This will be 1. So this will be 1. 1 into 1 becomes 0. Okay, if this is a 0, then this is a 1 and this is a 0. Then we find out q of n plus 1 bar, because it is very easy. If any one input to NAND gate is 0, then output will be 1. If this is a 1, then q of n plus 1, no doubt it will be 0. Okay, if you observe carefully, in this condition also, what is present state? Q of n is equal to 1. When we apply the clock, what will be next output? It will be 0. Hence, this is called as a toggling condition of the flip-flop. When we are going to apply the clock to the T as well as JK flip-flop, the next state output is going to be changed from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. So this is the very important characteristics of the flip-flop, is called as a toggling condition of the flip-flops. So these two flip-flops are very important, T flip-flops as well as JK flip-flop, because these are maximum used into implementation or design of asynchronous counters. Thank you very much. I hope so you understand all these flip-flops, JK flip-flop, T flip-flop having similar characteristics when T is equal to 1 and J and K is equal to also 1. Okay, and D flip-flop is having different characteristics, which is operate smoothly in two condition, reset condition as well as set conditions. I will stop here for the part of the flip-flops. Type of flip-flop, that is D flip-flop. This is a circuit diagram of D flip-flop, where which is, if you observe carefully, it is equivalent to set and reset flip-flop. Only difference is that one input is given to this gate and another input for this gate is complement of the original input. So the equivalent logic symbol of this is a set and set, that is SR flip-flop, and input to S is non-complement and input to R is a complement 1, and this will produce Q of n and Q of n bar. Okay, this is a state table we have to observe with the help of this circuit diagram. In the first condition, D is equal to 0. When D is equal to 0, this is non-complement input, so it will be produces 1, because any input to NAND gate is 0, then output will be 1. This will be produces complement version, so this will be 1, and this is a clock signal, so 1 into 1 becomes 0. Okay, so Q of n plus 1 can be implemented like this: 1 into Q of n bar and its whole bar. Okay, but we don't know what is the value of Q of n bar, so from this point we can find out Q of n plus 1 bar, its value. This is a 0, and 0 into, if any input to this NAND gate is 0, then Q of n plus, that is next state output, will be 1. Okay, so this is a 1, definitely this will be 0. When D is equal to 0, at that time any value of Q of n, the next state output will be 0. For even if Q of n will be 1, then Q of n plus 1 is also 0. In this condition, the output or next state output of the flip-flop is 0, hence it is called as reset condition of the flip-flop. Okay, the next condition, D is equal to 1. When D is equal to 1, this will be 1 into 1 becomes 0. This 1 is complement here, so it will be 0. 0 into 1 becomes 1. Okay, for Q of n plus 1 is equal to, okay, Q of n into 0, and this input is Q of n bar, so 0 into Q of n bar and its whole bar. Okay, what is the value of Q of n bar? No need to analyze, because 0 into something becomes 0 and its bar becomes 1. So the next state output will be 1 at any condition of the present state output. So this condition of flip-flop is called as a set condition of the flip-flop, or flip-flop you can say set condition or high level. In this way we finish here D flip-flop. I hope so you understand D flip-flop also.